Alright, shalom. All praise to Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Double honors to the elders. Okay, this is a continuation from our previous section, basically part 2 to what the Lord instructed the men to do. So we're going to continue on with that.
Ecclesiasticus chapter 26, verse 10. If thy daughter be shameless, keep her in straitly, lest she abuse herself through overmuch liberty.
Right. You ain't supposed to give your daughter too much liberty to do anything, because she gonna go out and do all types of wickedness, whether she being a hoe or whether she getting into school activities that promote still being a hoe or anything like that.
Right, philosophies and shit like that.
Right. Shameless daughter is a proud daughter.
Right. That's it? Yeah. Alright, go ahead. Deuteronomy 22 and 28.
Deuteronomy chapter 22, verse 28. If a man find a damsel that is a virgin, which is not betrothed.
Right, a woman that's not promised to someone. This is basically instructions on what the Lord instructed us men to do as Israelites. Go ahead.
And lay hold on her.
Right.
And lie with her.
Right. If you go into her, meaning if you have sex with her. Go ahead.
And they be found, then the man that lay with her shall give unto the damsel's father 50 shekels of silver, and she shall be his wife.
Right, that's what you're supposed to do. After you come into a virgin, a damsel, okay, you're supposed to, right, exactly, you're supposed to pay a dowry to her father. That's the order.
Because he hath humbled her.
Right, humbled her meaning what? You put it to submission.
Put your spell on too.
Right.
He may not put her away all his days.
Right. That's it?
Yeah.
Okay, what's the next scripture?
This is 1 Corinthians 7 and 27. Art thou bound unto a wife? Seek not to be loosed.
Right, so if you have a wife, don't be trying to don't be worrying about all the rest of these basically fucking hormones out here. These fucking all these slut ass women.
Making them excuses not
and
to
basically even your wife gonna be a slut, pursuant to the scriptures, you know. But it's gonna be a righteous order when the kingdom of heaven is established. Go ahead.
Art thou loosed from a wife?
Right.
Seek not a wife.
Right. If you ain't got no wife, don't be trying to see, oh, I need a wife. Because for one, these women ain't gonna get us to the kingdom of heaven nowhere.
Yeah, right.
So ain't no sense of trying to break your back for this woman.
All on hoes anyway.
Exactly, because you gotta remember, all these women are defiled, so you don't really have a wife to begin with.
Exactly. What commits you having a wife is you having sex with that woman at her virginity stages.
Right.
Other than that, you just dealing with her.
Where you gonna find a virgin at now?
Not in America. Not in the world, shit.
So if she ain't really your wife, what you stressing over her having sex with other men for? She ain't your woman.
First Corinthians. I just read that.
The 37 and 36 now.
1 Corinthians 7 and 36. But if any man think that he behaveth himself uncommonly toward his virgin, if she pass the flower of her age,
right, when she passed her
virginity stages,
her menstrual cycle is the flower of her age. Her menstrual cycle.
My bad, slack it.
And need so require, let him do what he will.
Right, he's supposed to do what he will. If you make a promise, if you how can you say it?
Read it again.
Right, read it again.
1 Corinthians 7 and 36. But if any man think that he behaveth himself uncommonly toward his virgin, if she pass the flower of her age, and need so require, let him do what he will.
Right. If you got a woman who's promised to you, okay, and when she hits that age, that's when you go into it, and that's when you can do whatever you want with her.
Right.
Okay. Now, if you don't like her, if you don't want nothing to do with her after you have sex with her, you can give her back to her father. Okay.
He sinneth not, let them marry.
Right.
Right. So usually women pass their virginity stages. I mean, not that, my bad. They period stages at what age?
Menstrual cycle around 12, 13 years old.
Exactly. So you can have a woman at the age of 12, 13, 14. So
right, but not in this fucking society.
Right,
your ass
not
going
in
to jail.
Society,
right.
Statutory rape.
You're right, exactly. Fucking faggot.
Go ahead. That's it?
Keep going to the next one.
This is Leviticus chapter 21, verse 7. They shall not take a wife that is a whore, or profane, neither shall they take a woman put away from her husband, for he is holy unto his God. Right, so it says, they shall not take a wife that is a whore. But seeing as we in this society, all the women are whores.
Exactly.
Back in the ancient world, you was not able to take a woman that was a whore. Right, unless the Lord permits. Because the Lord told Hosea to go and get a whore as a wife.
Yep.
I'm gonna bring that out. Quick.
Yeah, go ahead. Just to prove it. She was a prostitute, basically. Or a prostitute,
Selling
right?
her body for money.
Right, like you said. So Hosea did take a whore, a prostitute, but the Lord commissioned that.
Yeah.
And those two children that Hosea had was a big part of right prophecy. Their names was, but that's a whole nother
Topic.
topic. Go ahead.
This is Hosea chapter 1, verse 1. The word of the Lord came unto Hosea, the son of Berai, in the days of Uzziah, Jotham, Ahaz, and Hezekiah, kings of Judah, and in the days of Jeroboam, the sons of Joash, king of Israel. The beginning of the word of the Lord by Hosea. And the Lord said unto Hosea, Go, take unto thee a wife of whoredoms, a harlot, a whore.
Right. The woman who have sex for money.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
And children of whoredoms. For the land hath committed great whoredom, departing from the Lord. So he went and took Gomer, the daughter of Diblaim, which conceived and bare him a son. Right.
Right, and he had two children by him.
Okay. Now I'm going to go back. This is Leviticus chapter 21, verse 7. They shall not take a wife that is a whore or profane, neither, or profane, neither shall they take a woman put away from her husband.
Right, because back then it was considered, the woman was considered a shame. It was considered a shame unto the man to take the woman that was denounced from her husband. Just like, and that really still stands today. Back in the early 1900s, if there was a woman that was thrown away from her husband, she was considered a dog, and it was just considered a shame unto the man that takes the woman.
Yep.
Okay.
Because the woman is defiled.
Right.
You don't want no woman defiled, but in this society, all these fucking bitches is defiled.
And that's the normal in this society.
Right. And this is, we bringing this out because the men, the Israelite men, 2/3, they don't know this. Okay? Right, everything is out of order. They don't know how you're supposed to go portraying as getting a wife, having one, you know, what you're supposed to do with one. But we ain't finna be stuck on all this woman shit, but we just basically bringing out scriptures on what the Israelite men supposed to be like according to the Bible.
And when it says or profane, a profane woman is a woman that ain't keeping the law, statutes, and commandments, basically. Neither shall they take a woman put away from her husband, for he is holy unto his God.
Read what you got next.
This is Deuteronomy 22.
13, 22, 13.
Yep, 22 and 13.
Deuteronomy 22 and 13. 21?
Yeah.
Deuteronomy 22 and 13. If any man take a wife and go in unto her and hate her, and give occasions of speech against her, and bring her up an evil name upon her.
Right, that's bringing up bullshit-ass accusations against the woman.
And say, I took this woman, and when I came to her, I found her not a maid.
Right, so he basically lying right now. Too. And a maid is a virgin.
Mm-hmm. And usually there were cases where this would happen, where there'd be a woman that was promised to him, and he'd go in unto her, and when they would lay a sheet down, a white sheet, for a token of virginity, and when he'd have sex with her, she would bleed. But if she doesn't bleed, then she wouldn't be a virgin, and she doesn't have a token of virginity. That's why the man would come back to her parents and say, I found her not a maid.
But in this case, he basically bringing accusations against her, lying against her right now. Just continue reading.
Then shall the father of the damsel and her mother take and bring forth the tokens of the damsel's virginity unto the elders of the city in the gate. And the damsel's father shall say unto the elders, I gave my daughter unto this man to wife, and he hateth her. And lo, he hath given occasions of speech against her, saying, I found not thy daughter a maid.
Right, so he was lying.
And yet these are the tokens of my daughter's virginity.
Right, so they had the evidence that she was a virgin,
Yep.
which was the white sheet with her blood on top of it.
And they shall spread the cloth before the elders of the city. And the elders of that city shall take that man and chastise him.
Right, they beat
Beat
his
his
ass, fucked his ass up.
And they shall immerse him in 100 shekels of silver,
Right, so he had to pay that shit back.
and give them unto the father of the damsel, because he hath brought up an evil name upon a virgin of Israel.
Right.
And she shall be his wife, and he may not put her away all his days.
Right, so after he done lied, he had to pay that money. He had to pay 100 shekels. First it was what? How many shekels was it at the beginning? 20 shekels or something like that. Something to that effect. He had to pay money to get the woman. He lied against her, so he had to pay extra money on top of that, and then he had to keep the woman. And he couldn't put her away all his days.
Yep.
That was the order that was back in the ancient world. Not today, you don't have that at all.
No honor at all.
So,
But if this thing be true, and the tokens of virginity be not found for the damsel, then shall they bring out the
that's
damsel.
it. That's it.
It goes to 21, though.
Oh, does it? 21, slack, my bad.
Then they shall bring out the damsel, because it's the other half of the story.
Yeah, it does.
Then they shall bring out the damsel to the door of the father's house, and the men of her city shall stone her with stone, and she died.
Right. So if she was found without her token of virginity, so she wasn't a virgin, that means she was playing the role of a harlot. And the Lord said the Israelite land would fall to whoredom if we had them harlots up in it. So
And that would give way to chaos.
that's why she had to get put to death. The Lord don't ain't about that wicked shit, about having no whores, man.
Because she hath wrought folly in Israel to play the whore in her father's house.
Right there.
So shalt thou put evil away from among you.